I'm going to start reading Miss Meyer is on Fire. Remember, this one has chapters, so I might have to do, depending on how long, 2 or 3 videos to finish this one, okay? And it doesn't have a lot of pictures either. So this is a story to listen more than to see. All right. Okay, so we're going to read Miss Meyer is on Fire. These are all the friends that are going to be in the story. Okay, there's AJ, then there's Ryan, Michael, and Alexia, Andrea, there's Neil with the football, and then there's Emily, and she's kind of scared. All right, let's see what this is about. First chapter, they're in the classroom, and the first chapter is called Supervision. No supervision, supervision, 2 words. My name is AJ, and I hate birthdays. Well, I don't hate my birthday. I like my birthday. I don't like it when someone else's birthday. They get the attention and all the presents. They get the first piece of cake. It's not fair. Monday was crybaby Emily's birthday. So we had to spend the whole morning in Mr. Cooper's class being nice to her. I'm so excited to go to birthday party this weekend, Emily, said Andrea Young. This annoying girl with curly brown hair. Me too, said Emily, who always agrees with everything Andrea says. Ugh, disgusting. The guys and me were just happy Emily didn't invite us to her birthday party. It is sure to be a real snooze fest. After lunch, the most amazing thing in the history of the world happened. Mr. Cooper came running into the class. Well, that was not the amazing part. Mr. Cooper comes running into the class all the time. The amazing part was that he came running into the class carrying a big pizza box. Whoa, Mr. Cooper shouted as he tripped over the garbage can and almost slammed into the whiteboard. Oh no, it has a little picture. Let me show you. Mr. Cooper just tripped. He's wearing a cape. My goodness. Is he a teacher or a superhero? Mr. Cooper is the only grown-up I know who wears a cape. Oh, he told us that he's a superhero from the East Pole. East Pole? I've heard of the North Pole. I've heard of the South Pole. I have never heard of the East Pole. I think Mr. Cooper may have been yanking our chain. Don't worry, he shouted as he put the pizza box on his desk. Everything is fine. You are under my supervision. You have supervision? I asked. That is cool. Oh, AJ is silly. Did you use your supervision to heat up the pizza? Asked my friend Michael, who never ties his shoes. It's not a pizza, said Mr. Cooper as he opened the box. It's a cake. Cake? I love cake. Cake is the best. There's nothing better than cake. It's my birthday cake, said Emily, clapping her hands together like it was her birthday or something. Oh, wait a minute. It was her birthday. Emily's mom brought the cake to the front office. Mr. Cooper told us she made it with her own hands. Big deal. It would be a lot harder to make it with somebody else's hands. Can I have the first piece? Asked my friend Ryan, who will eat anything, even stuff that isn't food. Emily gets the first piece, of course, said Mr. Cooper. She's the birthday girl. We all gather around Mr. Cooper's desk. He stuck 9 candles. Wow, she was turning 9. So he stuck 9 candles into the cake and lit them. Then the whole class sang happy birthday. Make a wish, Emily, said Andrea. Emily closed her eyes. She was probably wishing for some girly girl thing, like a Barbie doll, instead of something useful like a football. Then she blew out the candles. Or she tried to blow out the candles anyway. Emily was only able to blow out a few of them, so I decided to help her by blowing out the rest of the candles. You'll never believe what happened next. I'm not exactly sure what went wrong. Maybe I blew too hard or something. The next thing we knew, one of the candles fell off the cake, landed on her shirt, on Emily's shirt. My shirt is on fire, shouted Emily. Call the fire department, shouted Alexia. This girl who rides a skateboard all the time. Run for your lives, shouted Neil. We call the nude kid, even though he wears clothes. Oh, Emily was on the floor, freaking out. Have no fear, said Mr. Cooper. This is a job for Cooperman. I thought Mr. Cooper was going to use his superpowers to put out the fire. Maybe he could use his supervision to shoot microwave freezing rays out of his eyes or something. That would be cool. Mr. Cooper didn't do anything like that. He ran over the door. He grabbed the fire extinguisher off the wall. Stand clear, he shouted. Mr. Cooper aimed the fire extinguisher at Emily, pulled the trigger. This white foamy stuff shot all over her shirt, and then he sprayed it all over the cake. That foamy goop was everywhere. Whoa, fire extinguishers are cool. It would be fun to have a fire extinguisher war. Oh my goodness. Hooray for Mr. Cooper, shouted Michael. He put out the fire. He's my hero. He's my superhero. Look at that. Oh my gosh, what a mess. She's got all that foamy stuff all over. Oh no. You think she would be grateful that I helped her blow out the candles? You think she would be happy that she wasn't on fire anymore? It was just the opposite. My shirt is ruined. It's all your fault, AJ, she shouted. My cake is ruined too. Your cake isn't ruined, I told her. It just has more frosting on it. You can't eat that. I was just kidding about the frosting. Fire extinguisher goop probably tastes yucky. Ugh. Emily started crying, of course. Oh, this is the worst birthday ever, she shouted as she ran out of the room. Sheesh, get a grip. What a crybaby. All she did was catch a little fire. Oh, AJ, fire is not funny. Ooh. It was a bummer that we couldn't eat Emily's birthday cake. Something even worse happened the next morning. We had an assembly. Ugh, assemblies are boring. Our principal, Mr. Klutz, was up on the stage. He had no hair at all. I mean, none. Oh my goodness. If you close your eyes and put one hand on Mr. Claus' head, the other hand on a honeydew, that's like a melon, like a watermelon, you'll never be able to tell which was the head and which was the melon. You probably want to eat his head. Oh no! Mr. Claus was wearing a t shirt. It said riot on the front. On the back, it says reading is our thing. Oh, those are the letters. Riot. Reading is our thing. Oh, clever. Everybody was chit chatting as usual, so Mr. Claus made a peace sign, which means shut up. We all stopped talking. Look, his bald head is making the peace sign. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's gonna happen. There was a little incident in one of our classrooms yesterday, he announced. It was a fire. Well, yeah. Mr. Cooper was able to put it out, but if he hadn't acted quickly, the fire could have gotten out of control. Can you imagine if our school burned down? In my head, I imagine the school burning down. I imagine fire trucks in the street. I imagine flames and smoke everywhere. I imagine kids and teachers jumping out of the windows. I imagine them landing on trampolines, bouncing back up to the windows. Trampolines are cool. They should have trampolines in our class instead of desks. Now, how's that? I don't know, AJ. Or maybe the whole floor could be a big trampoline. How you gonna sit? You'll be bouncing like trying to read. Imagining weird stuff is fun. I went back to imagining that the school was burning down. No more school! I shouted, jumping up from my seat. No more school! No more school! I figured everybody was gonna jump up their seats and start chanting, No more school! With me. I looked around. Nobody else was standing. Nobody else was chanting. Everybody was looking at me. I hate it when that happens. I sat back down on my seat. It was embarrassing. I wanted to go to Antarctica and live with the penguins. Very cold there. Because of the fire, said Mr. Claus, I invited a firefighter from the local fire station to come and talk to us about fire safety. Oh, we all went because firefighters are cool. Suddenly, lights started flashing, sirens started screaming. A lady came out from behind the curtain. She was wearing a bright yellow raincoat and a red fire hat. She was holding an axe in her hand. Axes are cool. I don't know when she's carrying one. Hitting a fire with an axe would be a good way to put it out. If you ask me, you should spray water on a fire or throw dirt on it. One time my family went on a camping trip. My dad said I would pee on our he said he could pee on the campfire to put it out. That was cool. Peeing on fires is fun. Oh my god. It has this. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm a professional. Look, this is the fireman with the lady with the axe and Mr. Klutz. Anyway, you'll never guess in a million hundred years the lady's name. I'm never gonna tell you. But you're not gonna tell me. And nothing you do will make me tell you. What? I bet you're on pins and needles. If you're on pins and needles, you should get off them and sit on a chair or a couch or something. Sitting on pins and needles must hurt. AJ is silly. Okay, I'll tell you. It was Miss Meyer. So I thought it's like, let's give a nice round of applause for Miss Meyer, said Mr. Claus. We all clap our hands in circles. Thank you, said Miss Meyer. It will be easy to remember my name because Myers rhymes with fire. No wonder. That's why it is Miss Meyer. Oh, there's nothing funny about fire, said Miss Meyer. But when I visit schools, I always like to start off with a joke. Why did the fireman wear red suspenders? Why? We all shouted. To hold up his pants, said Miss Meyer. Mr. Claus and Miss Meyer started laughing, even though she didn't say anything funny. I didn't get her joke. Suspenders? What are suspenders? If you want to hold your pants up, why not just wear a belt like a normal person? If a fireman pants keep falling down all the time, maybe he should get smaller pants. He got a point. Or he should get a new job. That doesn't involve so much running around. What? And why are they suspended red anyhow? They could have been any color. I was confused. If you ask me, that joke was not funny at all. Let's stop right here and I will make another video and we will go on to chapter 3 next. Stay tuned.